Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to show you my strategy to open those bots that trade for me, and they're giving me a nice 20% or 14% in less than a month in profits. I'm going to go through my strategy and how would I open a bot on this market on today's date, that is September the 19th. I hope you enjoy the video, and if you have any comments, please do not hesitate to leave them on the comment section. I read them all. Well, if I had to summarize my strategy, it would be something like this. First of all, what I need to know is I have to have a direction bias. Yeah. If I go to the charts and I use the logarithmic, it is down here on the right. If it's not ticked, this is what you're going to see. This is the price of Bitcoin since 2014. But if I do the logarithmic, this is what I see. And you tell me, what's the direction of this asset? Yeah, it's up and to the right. But what I want to know is what's going to be the direction for the next few months before I start my bots. So what I would do is I would go to 12 months and I will see the yearly candles. Here I have the yearly candles, all right? Each candle, it's 1 year. And forget about the very early beginnings, 2010, 2011, 2012. It was not a very liquid market, but when it began to be liquid, what we can see is 1 year up, 2 year up, third year up, fourth year down. 1, 2, 3 up. Fourth one down. 1, 2, 3. This is where we are, 2025. Up, and this year should be up. And also, if we go through general markets, the Fed funding rates, the 2-year and 10-year bonds, what it tells us is that we are still on an uptrend on general markets, and we can expect a fourth quarter of 2025 going up. Also, we are expecting to have a bear market next year in 2026. So the direction for the next few months, 2 to 4 maximum months, should be an upwards direction. So the direction is the first thing that I have to know before opening a bot, because I have to choose if I want a long position bot or a short position bot. Remember, the long makes me money if the price goes up. The short position bot gives me money if the price goes down. So as part one of my strategy is choose the direction for the next few months. Now, again, there's only like 2 or 4 more months of up direction, and then it will turn around. So at the end of the year, I will be changing my bias to have a long time, 12 to 14 months, downwards direction. Yeah? And after that, at the end of 2026, beginning of 2027, I will have a direction bias to the upside for 3 years. But now we're talking about right now, September 19th of 2025. I still have a direction bias of the price going up, at least for 2 months, maximum 4 months. So that's the first thing I have to keep in mind. Then I have to choose an asset. Now, what do I mean with choose an asset? The bots, they're always going to give me money if the price goes up, if I am in a long position. As you can see here, this Ethereum bot, the price at the moment, it's below my entry price. So I'm having losses here, but my bot is giving me profits. That's why I use these bots, yes. But why choosing an asset it's important? It's because of the volatility of the asset. And I'm going to show you here with the bots that I have opened at the channel's account. In 27 days, this bot has made 418 buys and sells. That's 836 transactions. And it has given me a 10.61% profit in 27 days. And that's on Ethereum. If I go on my Bitcoin, that one has only given me 5.80. Yeah. Also, the price it's higher than the entrance, but it's only giving me 5.8 when Ethereum has given me 10.64, and that is because if we go to a lower time frame, and if we take a look at the ATR indicator, what is giving us is the average true range. Basically, how much does the asset move on a daily basis in this case. Bitcoin right now is moving at $2,254 a day, up or down. Now, $2,200 out of 116,000 price. Let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum is moving $173 up or down on a $4,500. So the percentage of move for Ethereum is higher than the percentage that Bitcoin moves on a daily basis. Meaning it is easier for Ethereum to move a 1 or 2% up or down in comparison to Bitcoin. Obviously, because Bitcoin has a bigger market cap. So to move Bitcoin takes more money than to move Ethereum. And you can see here on the right, Bitcoin right now is going down 0.19 and Ethereum is moving down 1.18. So why is that important? The volatility of the asset is important because the more volatile the asset is on the grids, let's say we put here, what's that, Solana, 228, and let's choose 256. We're just going to take that like this. So the more volatile an asset is, the more times it's going to go through the grids. And the more times it goes through the grids, the more profit I'm going to have here. So Bitcoin is a safest asset, but it's less volatile. So this is going to grow slower. Ethereum is a more volatile asset, so it's going to give me more profits on the grid. So choosing your asset is important because in my case, and I'm talking about me, what I like, I want the volatility to get more trades on my grids. That's why here on the cash pods, I have Ethereum and Sui, and on endpoints, I have XRP, and I have Solana. Now, Solana is only giving me 109. If you check a video that I did a week ago, this was way bigger, but I took some profits. I removed all the profit from my grid, and I took 50% of the investment. I had 6 Solanas, now I only have 3, and I also took 0.5 Solanas from the profit. Yeah, but as I'm saying, the direction is number one, and then I have to choose what asset do I want to open the bot on. And the more volatile the asset is, the more profit I can expect on my grid. After I've chosen the direction and the asset, now what I have to do is I have to choose the range that I want my bot to be working on. As an example, let's say, I don't know, here, Solana. I have a price range between 155 to 256, or on Bitcoin that everybody knows, 107 to 124. So choosing the range is not an easy task. And I'm going to show you my process. How do I do it? And imagining that I had no bots open. Actually, I'm going to go into the weekly. And I'm going to show you something. I'm going to see how Bitcoin has behaved since the beginning of the bull market in November of 2022. First thing I want to see are the retracements that Bitcoin has done. Meaning, once it reaches a high, how much is the drawdown? And here we can see it was at 22.50, then it went up. This was another high, and it went down at 20.25%, another high, and a down 21.70, 21.34, 33.46 drawdown, almost 32% drawdown, and right now we are at almost a 14% drawdown. Having these numbers in mind, I know, if I can say that I know for sure, but I can have an idea how much Bitcoin can go lower, considering what has been doing for the past 3 years. And the maximum drawdown was almost a 33.5%. So that will be from this high, 33, let's say a 34. So 82,000 would be a 34% drawdown, similar to what it did on the spring of last year. Now, is it gonna do this drawdown at the very end of the market, where we call it the banana zone, because usually the candles, they look just like a banana and they go like this all the way up. But it is possible. It's something that I have to keep in mind before I start my box. Now, I am not going to use this price, 82,300, as a lower band for my price range. I'm going to keep that in mind for my liquidation price. Yes. So when I open my bot, I don't want my liquidation price to be at 82,300 or higher. In case when I open my bot, if the liquidation price is higher, I can always add, remember, I can always add some extra margin money to lower that price. But I have to keep in mind that 82,000, and I'm going to draw it here, 82,000, it's my maximum liquidation price. So once I open the bot, I want my liquidation price to be below this, either by my settings or either by adding some extra margin. Now, how do I choose my range? I made a video that you can see on my playlist of how to about setting bots and how to choose the ranges, but I'm going to go quickly here. What I would choose is I would see the market structure. We all know the market can do three things. Yes, the market can go high, the market can go sideways, or the market can go down. Those are the three directions that a market can do, basically. Is I want to know what the market has been doing lately. And very simple, I can see here that the market is going high, low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So these lows are not taken by the next. It's always low, higher low, higher low. So this one is someone that is not going to be taken, although I already know that it's difficult that the price reaches here because of the drawdown. So I would choose as a lower range somewhere that is above this price. And I can see here this. Again, this is a very quick technical analysis. Okay, it should be done more thoroughly, but I don't want to do a 1 hour video. But if I do this and I hide the price, I can see a high, a higher high, sorry, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high. So this is a good spot to set my lower range. So on here, I can see that 107,000 is a good price range, lower band. Now, does that mean that the price cannot go through? Yes, the price can actually go below my price range. I just know that I'm going to be buying all the way down. And if the price goes below, well, my bot is going to stop. And as long as I have my liquidation price far away from this maximum drawdown of almost 34%, I'm safe. My position is not going to be liquidated, and I will just wait for the bot to go inside. There is a chance that the price goes below 107. It's a small chance, especially at the end of the market when we are expecting the banana zone and the price to go parabolic. So that's what I would choose to do on the lower price range selection. That's regarding the retracements. But what about the breakouts? Well, we can see, because we need to choose the high range. And we see from the start of the bull market that from the breakouts, Bitcoin has gone up 47%, another breakout, 23%, another breakout, 53, another breakout, 48, and now a 13. That one was very small. We were expecting something higher, but no worries. October and November are closed. That's when we expect a big move here. So I have to keep that in mind. Also, that's considering breakouts. But if we measure from the very bottom, we can see that from the bottom to the top was a 63%. From the bottom to the top, 58, 96, 86, 122, and 67%. Yeah. So let's take it from the breakout and just have an idea. 22, 40, 50, 48, 13. Wow. Let's take about from the breakout. Let's take like a 20% or 25%, 26%. That would give us a price of 157,000. So if I want a bot for the next 2 to 3 months to be making money, I would choose that range, 153. Now I have the lower band. Now I have the upper band, and now I have to choose the number of grids. I can always hit recommended, but I can see here already that is giving me 0.19% per trade, and that's a number that I don't like. I like a minimum of 0.4, and I have 69 grids where my bot is going to be trading. Now, if I do this, I can see, and you have a video about this, so you should be able to tell me if this is an aggressive, defensive, or neutral bot. This is an aggressive bot, and I will remind you why. Because the red part, the part that is going to be selling, is way bigger than the green part. That is the part where the bot is going to be buying. Meaning, from all the capital that I deployed, most of it is going to buy, and there's going to be a little percentage of my capital that is going to be waiting for the price to retrace. Yes? But that's the market that I'm in. I can always lower this to 98,000. Yes, this number. But that's going to give me a more neutral bot, but it's going to leave a lot of capital waiting to be matched. And if the price does not go down and it keeps going up, that capital is not going to be giving me returns. So at the moment that we are now on the market, at the very end of the bull market, this is the kind of bot that I would have. But again, you have another video on my channel on the how to playlist about the differences of bots, aggressive, neutral, and defensive. And depending on where you are, you would choose one or another one. Yes. So this is the bot that I would choose at the moment. Now, let's say I have an account with $2,000. Okay. Let's not go crazy. If I deploy the $2,000 through these bots, well, to begin with, it's giving me liquidation price at 74,000. So it's right below of the price that I thought that it could be like the lowest price allowed for the retracement of Bitcoin. So that's good. If I choose to have, instead of a 3x leverage, a 4x leverage, this is going to change. It should go to 83. And now, well, it's very, very close to that price. Now, there's a few things that I can do. I can open the bot this way, how it is. And at the moment the bot begins to work and start making profits, this is going to go into the green, and the bot is going to consider this money that I make as a margin. So automatically, the price of liquidation will go lower and lower and lower because the bot is going to take, as I said, the grid profit as extra margin. So if I want to, I don't know, go hard on this, I could just open the bot like this. That's one of the things that I could do. Now, another thing that I can do is, if I have the $2,000 on my account, I can just deploy 1,500 and leave the other 500 as extra margin. Now, that one is, as you can see here, it's taking a minute, but it's going to lower the liquidation price to 74,000. So great. Yeah, the liquidation price is below the lowest price that I think that Bitcoin can go. And I can actually maybe go 5x. Let's see what it does. It brings it almost to the same place. So yeah, I can go 4x. Now, something that you have to keep in mind is that before I had $2,000, now I only have 1,500. I'm still risking 2,000, yes, but now only 1,500 are going to be trading here. Now they're going to do it 4x. So the total investment is going to be $6,000. If I remove this, go back to 2,000, and I go 3, the total investment is going to be 6,000. Yes. So the margin is going to affect the value of my exposure, but the extra margin is going to allow me to sleep better at night. So that is completely up to you. Like, you can play with this as much as you want and find an exposure, a liquidation price, and a leverage that makes you feel good. Like, look at this. If I take the 1,500, I leave 500 as extra margin, and I only use 3x leverage, the liquidation price right now is at 57,000. We are not going to reach 57,000 in the next 2-3 months. That's a price for the bear market. That's for 2026. If we get that back, yeah, I think we'd make it to 48,000 probably. But yeah, like, this one is going to allow me to sleep very, very well, knowing that my position is not going to be liquidated. Now, can the price go out of my range? I mean, the bot stopped working. Yes, obviously. But one thing you have to keep in mind, as I said at the very beginning, is number one, your direction bias. Do you think this price where we are at the moment, it's the highest for the next months, and the price is only going to go lower? If you think that, don't open a low bot. But if you think the price will go higher, well, if the price for any reason goes below, the bot stops working, but you think that the price is going to go higher and the price actually goes higher after a week or 2 weeks, then don't worry. Your bot will be stopped. All right. You will be charged for your leverage because you're borrowing money, but I mean, 0.0021 every 8 hours. That's not a lot of money. Look, actually, it's going to charge me for the bots that I have in 40 seconds. But yeah, you will be charged this amount every 8 hours, and this is changing. Yes, it's not fixed. But again, if you think that the price is gonna go higher, if you're very convinced, just don't worry. You have your liquidation price way below what you think the maximum drawdown for Bitcoin can be, the 33.5% that we were looking at before. So you're safe. And if you really think that the price is going to go higher, just wait for it. But I don't think we'll go below 105, 107 for the next few months. And if we do, it would be like 2 or 3 days. It would be a week just to catch liquidity, and then we go high. Yes. So that's what I would do for about using Bitcoin at the moment. Always remember to click unclick the auto reserve. If you have the auto reserve on, you cannot add extra margin. If you click it, you can add. Yeah. So another thing that you can do, if you have an account with, let's say, $2,000, you can just, like, 1,000 and leave 500 as extra margin, and then you have another extra $500 on your account in case everything goes against you. In case the price, I don't know, something terrible happens on the markets and the price goes below what you thought it's the lowest you can get, and it keeps going down and getting close to you. And since the price is outside of the bot, this is not growing because the bot has stopped and is reaching your liquidation price. You just add another 500, and now your liquidation price is at 17,000. So you can sleep well, because we don't think that price is going to be matched again, to be honest. Okay, so we have chosen our direction. We have chosen the asset. Remember that the more volatile an asset is, the more profit it's going to give us on the grid. We have chosen the range. And now what we have to do is we have to choose the entry. Now, the entry, it's a bit tricky. It depends on how you are and how patient you are. Like I have a friend that opened a bot and is waiting. She's got it at $106,500 for Bitcoin. And we thought a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, we thought that the price of Bitcoin could go down to 105,000, but apparently it's not. It keeps going up and up. So she's got the bot waiting for more than a month. And during that month, her capital has been just sitting idle without doing anything. But if she chose to open it, and I believe the price was around 110,000 when she set the bot, she would have made some profits already. So you can do as her and set your entry price here, the trigger price for this bot that I have. I can say like, okay, I want you to trigger when the price of Bitcoin reaches 110,000. And then if the price never goes down to 110,000, my capital is going to be waiting and the price of Bitcoin is going to be moving. And all the people that have bots open, they're going to be making money. And I'm just going to be looking from the sidelines without being on the game. Or I can just start the bot right now at this price. And if the price of Bitcoin goes against me, let me preview the grids. Well, every time it goes low on the greens, it's going to make buys. And every time the price goes a little bit up, it's going to do sells. And the bot is going to give me profits. So if I didn't have any bots open at the moment, I would open it at the price that we are at right now, and I would start making money. Yeah. If the price of Bitcoin is reaching $124,000, when it goes above this price, my bot is going to stop. So I can set another bot and have it ready at this price. Or another thing that I can do is I can come here, I can go to more, I can, edit the price range, and I can change the upper limit. I can also change the grid quantity. Yes. So once I'm in the market, once my bot is working, I can adjust things. But I prefer to be in the market and not wait for the price to go down if I want to have bots open operating. And this is what I would do if I didn't have any bots open. This is the strategy that I would do. Yeah. Choose entry. The entry will be now. All right. Now, all these that I told you is what I would do. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. But this is what I do. And I'm just sharing my thoughts of how I open my bots. If you have different ideas on how to manage the bots, how to choose the price ranges or the grids or anything at all, please just leave it in the comments, and I will be very glad to learn things that I don't know, or think about things that I haven't considered. But for now, this is my strategy. Choose the direction, choose the asset. Again, the more volatile, the more profit I'm going to do on the grids. I will choose the range, and then I will choose the entry. If I didn't have any bots open, I will just like open it right now and let's see what it happens. If the price goes against me, yeah, this is going to be in the red for a while. But after a few days, as long as the price stays inside my range, the bot is going to be working, is going to be growing this. And at some point, as you can see on, for example, let me see, Ethereum. Price of Ethereum, 4,500. I entered at 4,600. So the price of Ethereum is below my entry and I'm in the green. I'm in profits because everything that has been done on the grid. The moment the price of Ethereum goes above my entry, this is going to be bigger. So the point is to be in the market, especially in the next 2, 3, 4 months maximum, to catch the last part of the bull market. And then wait a little bit, have confirmation that the market has turned around and we are definitely going into a bear market, and close the bots and open short positions instead of long and make money on the way down. But, remember that if you use the link in the description, you're going to get a rebate, a 3% rebate of all of your transaction fees, and you actually help the channel and help me by using it. All right. So, well, I hope this helped you. And as I always say, stay on the green and be happy.